And how do you know that the people that in various workplaces, I'm not saying it's everybody, how do you know that the people that set the criterion for the workplace are not haters? And you don't know that person don't know you, neither one of you may ever meet. But perhaps it's the type of person that don't want to see other people get ahead. And that's why they create all this ridiculous criteria that keeps people working and slaving. And they never have time to invest in the things and career pursuits that they were perhaps designed to do. Does that make sense, you guys? As long as you're working and slaving in somebody else's establishment, you will never have time to pursue your personal goals. Something that could serve as a lucrative business for you, or a lucrative opportunity for you. But because your time is so consumed in working and slaving for somebody else, just to survive, just to maintain your livelihood, there's no time left for you to, perhaps take a class or do whatever it is you want to do. Open a business, even if it's just a small one. I think most people start off small and end up big a lot of times, if not most, some. But what you're going to have to do in those situations and circumstances, you're going to have to talk to Jesus Christ about it, because he will help you maneuver around the wiles of the devil and the tactics of the devil and the setups of the devil and the blockages that are set before you by the devil and devils that don't want you to get ahead. That's why they don't pay you anything, because they pay you just enough to keep you dependent on them and hanging on by a string. And then a lot of you have to go and get other occupations in addition to the one that may be your primary one, or it may be your secondary or your third. But whatever your respective cases out there may be, they always want you hanging on. They don't ever want to pay you enough money where you can gain financial independence and go out and do your own thing. So you are kind of enslaved in their establishment, just like they want it and just like they like it, because they don't want you to get ahead. And I know what I'm talking about. See, that's the danger in people not supporting businesses that I feel they should have supported. And I'm talking about places that have gone out of business, because for every job loss, for every company that closes, that's a job loss. That's, I look at it as that's an opportunity that somebody could have had. If something went wrong in one business establishment, they could have gone to that one and got employment. But now that business is no more. That's the reason why it's so dangerous to just pour your finances into one establishment and neglect the surrounding ones, just because they may not seem as big or as popular. But I'm telling you, it's going to hurt you in the long run, because it is very dangerous when you have one establishment that is like, I don't want to say running the whole world, but it's just like the one everybody flocks to. What about all the others? What about the people that are employed there? What if they butt heads with a supervisor or a manager there, and then they get fired one day, or they decide to quit? Where else are they going to go to work? You don't ever put all your eggs in one basket. You always have to leave yourselves open to options. That's the reason why I think I'd held a conference before about it's dangerous to, I don't know if it was something about people trying to buy up all the land or buy all the houses or what, but it's dangerous to allow one organization to buy up all the real estate, to buy up all the houses, all the land, because whoever buys up everything controls everything. But the only thing that the people that want to sell can see, oh, they might need the money. I understand that. But you're giving too much power, authority, and control, perhaps into the wrong hands. I'm telling you, it is a dangerous thing when one group of people run everything, whether if it be the job market or land or housing or whatever, because then you're not leaving yourselves with any options. And then if you mess up with them, where else are you going to go? Think about that.